Alright, once again, hello guys and welcome back to another class of our course about Excel for data analysis. So in today's class, this course is really the last class of our project, well, our last project. In this class, our goal will be to create a pay sheet for our employees. So in other words, we will create something that employees will be able to receive and see how much hours they worked per week, how much they made, how much, let's say, they got in commission, and the total weekly income. So my goal here is really to present you how to do it, and you will be able to complete it by yourself. So let's start. All right. So first of all, open up a new Excel folder, so a new sheet. The first thing that I'll ask you guys to do is you will need to make those lines appear. So why? Because when you're printing something, you want to know exactly how this will look on the printer. So to make those lines appear, simply click on print, and normally when you click on normal margins, you should make appear those lines. All right, next thing, I will give you a template that you will be able to copy. So it should look something like this. So your pay sheet should look, as I said, something like this. It's not very hard to make. First of all, you will need a place here where you're gonna make your logo. So simply you can merge some cells. Then you'll merge cells here. After that, you'll need to leave a place for the number of your employee, the name of your employee, the hourly rate, the commission of the employee, and finally, here you will have how much hours the person worked. So I'll make the example with you guys for Sunday, and after that you will be able to make the rest by yourself. All right. So first of all, the first thing we want to generate here is the number of the employee. So to find out the number of this employee, we simply click on equal and we go on the second sheet. So we'll start by the first employee, which is number 1. It's his ID. And here we go. So as you can see, the number of the employee is 1. Then the name of this employee, we'll come back on sheet number 2. And here we go, we have the name of this employee. After that, the hourly rate of this employee, the same thing. You click on equal and we'll go on sheet number 2. So we have his hourly rate, which is pay. And we'll click on enter. Finally, the commission of this employee. Very simple. How we calculate the commission of the employee. We come back on sheet number 2 and we have it just there. All right. So right now we were able to import everything. And now we want to put everything here. So we will use those things as reference for our other pay sheets, because we will need to generate 2 pay sheets for the 2 weeks of work. And we will also need to generate a pay sheet that will be used to calculate the total hours worked, the total salary, the total commission paid, and the grand total. All right, so the first thing we will do right now that we did this is to transfer those, the headlines up there. So simply click on equal and we'll use this as a reference, since we'll print all the 3 sheets together. All right. As you can see, it's very simple. Good. So when it's all done, the next thing that we want to do is import the time that the person worked or will work. So very important, we never import directly, so no copy paste. What we want to do is really import directly from here. So we use this cell as reference. So no copy paste. Very important, because if you change the values here will not change if you just copy and paste. All right, so first thing we want to do is click for Sunday. We click on equal and we go to our sheet number 2. We have our first reference, which is 8 o'clock. All right, so the person worked from 8 a.m. to, so we have to import the 2 also. So we click on equal and we can import the 2 here. We can just write it down or you can import it. The 2 doesn't really matter. And the last thing that we want to import is from 8 a.m. to 12. So on Sunday, the person worked from 8 a.m. to 12. The second shift of the person was on Sunday from 13 to 16. So as you can see, it's very simple to import. So I just did it for Sunday. So right now you guys can do all this for the rest of the days. So as you can see, you simply, for example, you want to do it for Monday, You come back here, you go on sheet number 2. So first employee, Monday. So you do it for Monday, for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then you do the next week. You'll see it's going to take a bit of time, but you only have to do it once. And after that, you can reuse this app for every week. All right. Then we want to see the commission received. So how we'll see what's the commission that the employee received that day. So first of all, you'll take those two cells, you will merge them, because there is only one commission that is received for the whole day, not 2 or 3. So when it's done, you can just copy it and paste it on other cells. All right. Here we go. So when it's done, the next thing, we want to import the commission for the day. How to import the commission for the day? Simply click on equal, come back on the sheet, and we have our commission that is just there. So this is the commission of the employee number 1 for Sunday. So we just imported the commission. We can put it in dollars. So we know that the employee number 1 worked 7 hours. How do we know? We need to write down the formula. So the formula that is used here, I'll write it down once again. So it's simply equal. It's going to be this cell minus this cell. So 12 o'clock minus 12 hours minus 8. Then we'll make an addition plus. Here it's going to be 4 p.m. minus 1 p.m. So the person started at 4 p.m. and started at 1 p.m. and worked until 4 p.m. And then all this multiplied by 24 to have it in a general number. So you just multiply everything by 24. And very important, you put it in general. So as you can see, we have 7 as answer. So the person worked 7 hours for that day. So once again, you just have to reuse this formula for, well, what you can do with this formula, you can simply copy and paste it everywhere. So you'll have all this formula everywhere, and very important, put your answers in general. So here, change your answers to general. All right, so you do all this for the pay sheet number 1, which will be for the first week, and then the pay sheet number 2, which will be the second week. So it's very simple. Next, so the next pay sheet that we are going to work on will be this one right here. So this is what the employee will receive, and we'll see, for example, that he worked, let's say, for this example, we'll see how much hours he worked, what's his total salary, what's his total commission paid, and what's his grand total. All right, so right now I want to import the total hours worked. So we come back on our sheet number 2, and we go this time here. So the employee number 1 worked 78 hours. We click on it as reference. So equal this cell right here. And we know that the employee number 1 worked 78 hours. The total salary of the employee number 1, we come back here. And we can see that the total salary of this person without commissions was this one here. And finally, the total commissions of this person are here. Then we can calculate the grand total, so how much this person earned. Very important, you can put this in dollars. So how much this person earned in total, it's simply the total salary plus the total commission. And we know that this person earned $2,304. So as I said, right now the pay sheet is not completed because I don't have all the values here. But when you will add them, you'll see the pay sheet will be completed. What's cool with all this is that right now you have a complete pay sheet with absolutely everything. The only thing that misses is how much, for example, the government will take taxes. Once again, this you will have to look on the internet how much the government takes in your country and add the taxes to all this. It's not very hard to do. All right, so congratulations, guys. Right now, we just completed our last project, which was working with this very small database. So we had here our very small database of sellers. And what we did, we created a complete schedule for them. Very complete. We have absolutely everything here, how much they earn, their salary, how much hours they work. Everything is very completed. We have our dashboard, once again, that is completed. We don't have random data for hours, but we worked with some random data and we are able to regenerate it once again. So as you can see, it's always regenerating and everything works perfectly. We have all our references, and that we also have our pay sheet for our employees. So as I said, the last thing that you guys will have to do right now by your own is really to complete the pay sheet. And as I said, I explained you, it's not really hard to do. So that's it for this course, guys, and see you all in the conclusion.